Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've just realised, as we've gone live, that I haven't loaded all the tunes that I know you love so much. What am I like? It doesn't matter, though, because we are here. And I know that you're here because I can see you in chat. That's what I love about this simulcast way that we now do the show. I'm able to see all of you coming up in that sort of 5-minute preamble. Do you like that with a little Sony CRT? I love that, the old cathode ray tube TV. Beautiful. They're called PVMs, actually, personal video monitors. That's what Sony calls them. And all of that video that you see and the VHSs, they're all real VHSs, you know. There's no CGI or anything. Okay, so, right, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I need to just bring up the sound effects and then we can get the show properly started. I'm terrible, aren't I? A big shout out to Force Ghost Jeremy, who I think was almost first tonight. Supersonic Jim, Phil K, Prof Giles, Philip Hoy, the whole gang are in town, and you know that I've got the system up and working because I can now give you a cheer and start the show properly. Welcome, party people. It's 9 p.m. That's better, isn't it? It's Sunday, and it's time for Way of the Exploding Show. I definitely need some tea. I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. We're going live right now on Instagram. We're live on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and X, of course. I love it. I've been chatting to you on Instagram, trying to secretly type out to you. I can't do the same on YouTube and Twitch, I'm afraid, but I can see you there. Hey JB, says Kerry Pritchard. Woot woot from Force Ghost. iQuell's in the house, Rob H. And so many more over on Instaland. Ben Valance, pretty pricey Chris, Psychic Janet, how you doing? Hey Marnie, lovely to see you. Okay, marvellous stuff, right. So because we've had a slow start to the show, I'm not going to bother with the opening title sequence. What I am going to do though, I'm going to take the music down slightly. And I'm going to show you something interesting. I'll just quiet those cheering people down. Thank you so much for that. Cheerers, we love you for that. And I want to show you something that came into the Discord this week. If one of you would be kind enough, hi James Cooper, great to see you, to put the link to the Discord into chat. The Discord is really good because it enables everyone out there to stay in touch with aspects of the show. And importantly, to make sure that you're up to speed with the show's sponsor. That's right, we're sponsored by this website, controlaidelete.net. If you do anything today, if you're even remotely grateful for the content that I bring you live for 1 hour every Sunday, then go along to this website, controlaidelete.net. Learn about the movie that I've written with a really good friend of mine and that we're trying to get Kickstarter funded, and subscribe to the newsletter. That's all I want you to do, because once you're subscribed to the newsletter, you're not going to be spammed or anything like that. It is literally me sat here typing once a week a newsletter and sending it to you. That's all it is. But it means that you're in the loop and I can tell you all about the show, the movie, the feature-length British comedy that is Control AI Delete. And as we move forward, it's going to become, your support's going to become really important because we're going to be going to Kickstarter in September. That's right, folks, it's September. That's the website. There's the logo. Look, you can buy merch there. I'm not going to push it on you, but you can buy these amazing T-shirts, which I know many of you have in chat. Sound off in chat if you've bought them. We've had an honour roll of people who've bought amazing merch like this mug. There's the Control AI delete.net web URL on the back. Look, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. The movie is set in sunny Skegness about a bunch of retro gaming enthusiasts at an expo who have to fight back against the global rollout of an AI with all they've got, which appropriately, based on the image on screen right now, is a Commodore 64, a couple of ZX Spectrums, the odd console, and a 28.8K modem. That's Control AI Delete, party people, the sponsor of this here show. And now I mentioned Discord, didn't I? I mentioned the Discord, and now I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about now. On the Discord this week, Force Ghost Jeremy, who's one of our most regular tuners in, although or Force Ghost Marty is what you call yourself on Twitch, isn't it? Sent me an AI-produced theme tune for this here show. So I thought it was quite good. So we'll give it a play. Hang on, just bear with me. I'm getting confounded by the text. So yeah, Force Ghost Jeremy, as is known, or Force Ghost Marty in chat on Twitch tonight, has made this AI-assisted musical track which sums up what we do here on Where the Exploding Show. You've got to listen to it again.
We're ready and it is Sunday, hey, for the Way of the Exploding Show. Oh, hey, hey, with Jason Bradbury. Oh, hey, hey, let's get ready to play. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go.
Got kind of Devo sound to it.
Games and films in one cool show, with a quiz that's full of retro. Oh, are you ready to go, 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 on the Way of the Exploding Show?
That is absolutely mega. So funny.
The Exploding Show.
What a Force Ghost Jeremy.
The Way of the Exploding Show. Let's go.
That is extraordinary, isn't it? Absolutely extraordinary. It's contentious, Force Ghost Jeremy, and I know that you won't be offended by me saying that. And in fact, I believe that the AI music creation service that you use, round of applause again, is one of a couple that are in a lawsuit at the moment. I know that Sony and is it Warner and Universal have taken up, we'll put some non-AI created music right now, they've taken up a lawsuit and they are questioning the database behind a lot of these music creation websites. Because when you put in something like, create music like the Beatles or whatever, and it comes back and it's like the Beatles, then obviously the AI has been trained on a Beatles music sound set, hasn't it? And what these copyright owners are saying is that that's our copyright. And you know, because you've all told me in chat when we've done various things about image creation AI services, that the same is true for artists. And the thing is, Warner Brothers, Universal, and Sony can actually fight back, can't they? So it's going to be the big battleground of the next 5 years, don't you think? Maybe even shorter term, maybe the next 2 years. It's going to get resolved one way or another, because it's becoming clear that we're getting to the end of the current data sets. Because the likes of OpenAI, Google's own AI, Apple's AI platforms, they're all Metas, they're all looking at data constantly. They're sucking in data and they're scrubbing it, aren't they? They're parsing it for whatever they need, and then that's how they're providing the answers to questions that we ask them, or image creation, or in this case music. But of course someone owns that data, don't they? I mean, we own a lot of the data. For example, social media sites are up in arms because they know that their database are, huge, enormous databases of, trillions of lines of conversation are being trawled by the likes of OpenAI to train their bots, right? And they're saying, well, we own this, or maybe we own this. Maybe I own the content in this show. And if it gets scrubbed by a robot, a piece of code, and used to train an AI, well, then really I ought to get some recompense, don't you think? So it's a really interesting concept. But the bottom line is, just putting all of that to one side, which I find intellectually fascinating anyway, I think the output from Force Ghost Jeremy's experiment there is absolutely extraordinary. And as a kind of writing partner, that's how you use it, isn't it? That's how these services should be used, putting the copyright issue to one side. Big shout out to everyone in Insta. We've got Tech Rex Retro Gaming. Is that right? Tech X Retro Gaming, there you go. JPD 3000, nice to have you with us. The Nebula has just joined us. Paul Kemp, hello mate, nice to see you, Paul. Sue Charles, Wesel, Geestwood, Luke Rusty Austin, El Jefe, great to have you with us. One of my old followers, good man. Luke, Ben Roberts, so many of you there, so many people. Janaram and Long Hustelino. God, it's so hard sometimes, your names. And who else have we got? Mart Osborne over on YouTube, just joined from XM3. Force Ghost has been giving some response. Yeah. Also recreates tunes by uploading samples, so the legal issues are going to be very complicated. The scary thing is that this is the worst AI is going to be. I agree, that's a very, very good point. Yeah, the truly shocking thing is that right now, where you can create astonishing images within certain type parameters, or write especially well, as Ray Daly Writer, one of our regulars here, I don't know if he's in the house tonight, will attest. The writing potential for these AI right now is absolutely extraordinary. As a single person business, I do work with other people in my business activities. You might have seen some recent content that I put out for the New Zealand tech sector, right, on my social. So I work for all kinds of people, and I do like big corporate events and things. And I'll bring people in to work with me, but generally I work on my own. You know, OpenAI ChatGPT 4.0, the Omni version, the latest version, I find hugely helpful. I pay for the professional service so I can get really good quick servers and so on. So it's, what is it, 20 quid a month? But that's a lot cheaper than paying for a human to actually sit with me. I'd love to have a couple of humans to bounce ideas around with and write copy for me and talk about marketing, especially with the movie coming up. If anyone wants to volunteer, I would love that. I want to make sure that I maximize the marketing around the sponsor of this show, ControlAIDelete.net, when we go to Kickstarter with this amazing comedy film that we've got coming up, and that I utilize the opportunity that we've got to create great merch, which you'll see some of the original artwork for that many of you have seen already, and already very kindly advised me, you've answered the questions that we've put in the Discord for this show. You've contacted me on social and told me that Job Not Found Contact AI is one that you like, and that you'd like it as a pin, you'd like it as a sticker, you'd like it on the lapel of a t-shirt. AI Stole My Job and All I Got Was This Lousy t-shirt is also very popular with you, although I think it was Phil Hoy told me in the Discord that you'd rather that it be 3 or 4 lines across the top of your shoulders, which I think I've got an image of coming up here. So this is what I'm talking about. Get involved. I need help. But normally, there you go, a lot of the help that I get, strangely enough, comes from AI. But there we go. I wasn't expecting to go on and on about AI. Prof. Giles, it's very interesting. It seems to me that when AI creates stuff on its own, it's rather average. But when used by a skilled creative as a partner, it takes the outputs to a new level. I agree with you, sir. Hi there, Dr. Oculus VR. Sign up to the newsletter and see the merch at www.controলাই.net. Is that there? It might be there somewhere. There we go. Okay, cool. Brilliant stuff. Starting off with some AI. Absolutely brilliant. Force Ghost Jeremy, one more big shout to you for that crazy creation. Right, now, time for a bit of news. Do you reckon let's get the news started? Let's get some news in the house. There we go, we'll take the music out. Some great new stuff this week. I'm really excited to bring you this. I've kind of been waiting to talk about a brand new film that's coming out. I think it's July the 16th or 17th. You'll know what I'm talking about in a minute. I'll have to find that out, but we'll find that out in a minute. First of all, though, I want to look at the film that started it all. That's right. It's yet another brand new output from Hollywood that's based on an original 80s IP, which seems to be the theme for 2024 and 2025. I am, of course, talking about the astonishing, the iconic Twister. So here's the trailer for the original movie, and then after that we'll play the trailer for the latest Twister movie, which of course is called Twisters. Let's start with Twister from 96, I'm guessing. I'll fact check all this. Let's check it out.
There is a mystery, elusive, unpredictable, violent. It terrifies most scientists. But for a new breed, the challenge is saving lives. The research is deadly. The laboratory is nature itself.
And potentially could be a storm that has a winds in excess. Now, let's assume the worst at this point.
Joe! Bill! It's coming! Everybody underground now! Joe, come on! Get underground! Take cover right now!
I remember it all. From the director of Speed. How interesting. Twister. Oh, we love that. Absolutely love it. What an epic movie that was. I even remember that final bit after the trailer. And of course, it was based, I think, well, I don't know if it was based on a book by Michael Crichton, but it was definitely written by Michael Crichton. And who directed it? Directed by Jean de Bont. There we go. Yeah, Michael Crichton and Anne-Marie Martin were behind penning the original Twister, which followed a group of chasers with a cast of characters that included Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, of course, amazing, Carrie Elwes, Jamie Gertz, and, of course, Philip Seymour Hoffman, God rest his soul. Amazing stuff, absolutely incredible. And importantly, it spawned a whole kind of industry of actual storm chasing. Of course, the idea was based on real storm chasers in, America, bombing around in vehicles, trying to intersect twisters and do science and stuff. But I don't know if you're familiar. Well, tell you what, we'll get to all that in a minute, because what I want to do right now is I want to compare that trailer to the trailer for the latest movie, Twisters, which is with us within the next 2 weeks. Let's check it out.
The once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak continues across Oklahoma.
We've never seen tornadoes like this before, and we need your help.
No, I don't chase anymore.
Kate, we can save lives.
I'll give you 1 week.
All right, fellas. We got PhDs from NASA, FEMA, and Kate. She's the smartest person I know.
Hey, dudes. This is interesting.
I love that
Tyler
awkward
Owens
moment.
calls himself a tornado wrangler.
It's good. The Tornado Wrangler.
You know, our crew is not like your crew. We don't need PhDs and fancy tech. Sometimes the old ways are better than the new.
Well, you can always trust a guy who puts his face on a t-shirt.
Epic. I love it. I love that good country boy versus PhD.
Are those fireworks?
Yes, ma'am.
Ha ha! Oh, yeah.
Quite the reputation, city girl. You think you can disrupt a tornado?
In theory. But in the field, in the moment, I got it wrong. We never had a chance.
You want one?
Love it.
Are you seeing this?
We got twins! Twins!
They're combining. Go faster.
Let's ride. It's all right to be scared. Fear's the reason you do it. You don't face your fears, you ride them.
Holy,
You ever see anything like this?
not like this.
Firenado! Similar ending to the previous trailer for Twister. And there you go, there's the date. July the 19th. Absolutely epic stuff. I am definitely going to be there. I am buying my ticket for Twisters. It looks epic. And we're not getting anything negative in the chat. That's good. I like that. I'm pleased. I've heard that Instagram, by the way, you're having some issues with the stream. I can only apologise. If that's the case, I do apologise to anyone just joining in Instagram. We are live currently for Way of the Exploding Show. Concurrently, we're live on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitch, and YouTube. So pick any of those if you've got any issues on any of the platforms. Good stuff. Psychic Janet has just come over from Instagram to YouTube. Hi, Psychic Janet. Great to see you. Marvellous stuff. Jam Cooper, got your message about the film, man. I love it. Could you let me know in chat the best way to contact you, please? I'd like to know the best way to contact you, James Cooper. I might have your phone number. Could you let me know? Maybe if you were to message me on Instagram this evening, if you would be kind enough, that would be great. Obviously, I will keep it private, but if you could give me some way of contacting you, that would be really, really great. And I'll tell you where we are. Don't worry, I'm not going to expect you to do anything more than you can afford to do time-wise. But I just need some help from people to get this movie that we're trying to put a trailer together that's as exciting as Twisters, maybe not, and get funded on Kickstarter this September. So any help, as much help as possible, because I'm super creative, but I'm not particularly organised, as I'm guessing most of you that watch regularly already know. Erin Sinclair, how you doing? Great to see you. Looking forward to the new movie Twister. However, will it have what it takes to be a hit like the original? Your son apparently is fascinated by tornadoes. And I'm with you all the way. In fact, that's what I wanted to talk about, Erin Sinclair in chat and everyone else, was one of the things that I loved about the original movie Twister is that it spawned real-world tornado chasing TV shows that became really, really popular on various, kind of science and educational channels. And one of the stars that came out of those TV shows was a guy who really, in very many respects, is a bit like the cowboy, the good old boy, in that trailer for Twisters. His name's Reed Timmer. Let me know in chat if you know or remember Reed Timmer. And I'm going to show you what he's up to now, because strangely enough, I have followed Reed Timmer since his days. I think it was a Discovery Channel show, you have to correct me, and he made this vehicle called the Dominator, which is so like the Hollywood stuff. You noticed in that trailer for Twisters these spiral pieces of metal, these spikes going into the ground, I'm guessing to root the vehicle that they're in to the ground in case it gets sucked up by a tornado. Reed Timmer's really, really got that. He's also got a drone operator, and he's got this amazing rocket system where he can fire rockets up. He's really good. He's still going. He's got a great YouTube channel, and this is what it looks like.
Open the door!
So this is real.
Here, grab it! I got it. Gotta back up, buddy! We're backing up! Debris!
This is the start of a record-breaking tornado season, even for the United States.
You gotta be kidding me with that! Oh my god!
The radars watching the sky give valuable data, but they have a blind spot.
Look at it!
Look at that.
See it?
Close to the ground, under the beam of the radar, a tornado's born.
Got it? Yeah, I got it.
The warnings you get on your phone are issued or escalated because storm chasers share what they see with the National Weather Service.
Touchdown to the east of Alta
That's
Vista.
Reed.
And now we have a massive wedge that's touching down just to the north. Thankfully, it narrowly missed this farmhouse. Edgar, look up! Oh my!
Look at the photography.
Look at this!
The videography in this YouTube channel is mind-boggling.
Tornado cyclone right there.
This incredible beast tracked over mainly rural areas and was given the rating of EF2. But it's only the first of many, many incredible twisters that Team Dominator will
I should
hunt
probably
down
stop
in
it there. Big shout out to Reed Timmer and Team Dominator. This guy is an absolute superstar. Thank you, James Cooper. An absolute superstar. And everything that they now do is kind of inspired, I'm guessing, by the popularity of Twister in '96. It was '96, by the way. I got that right. That's from memory. Not bad. And the likes of Twisters is, of course, hopefully going to bring renewed interest in this phenomenon. I really am a fan. In fact, at one point, I even paid Reed Timmer, before YouTube was really a thing, he was doing paid content because that was the only way that he could earn a living. And I actually paid for his videos. I was a member of his kind of club, and I used to look at his content. It was absolutely amazing. So have a look at Reed Timmer. If you look him up, I can't remember what I think his website, his YouTube channel is Reed Timmer, I'm pretty sure. It started a huge drive in tornado chasing, says Aaron Sinclair. It did, like Fast and Furious did for the car scene. Good point. Absolutely amazing. Okay, good stuff. Right, and there's one more piece of content in this week's news that I think we've just got time for, which I'm really excited about. It's a brand new game, and it's a really spooky, sort of scary horror thriller game set on an oil rig off the coast of Scotland. It's really unusual. It's just launched, so you can actually get this on Steam. It's called Still Wakes the Deep. Check out this trailer.
You bring the police to my door? To my rig?
I can sort this, right? I just need time.
Don't you answer me back! You're fired. You hear me? Fired.
Jesus, Gregor! Gregor!
Gets really weird. Really scary stuff. Really spooky stuff. So for once, I haven't actually downloaded. I actually haven't downloaded this, which I normally do, and I'll play it on my Steam Deck, won't I? On stream. But what I have done is I've watched a kind of 3-hour playthrough video. Not the full 3 hours. I did skip through a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. But it's so good. I was absolutely glued. I was watching it like a movie. I watched about an hour and a half in total. Mart Osborne has downloaded it and played it this week. Did you enjoy it, sir? First person survival horror, says Philip Hoy. I'm in. You can get it on your PS5, Phil. There's a PlayStation question in this week's quiz, Phil, and it's just for you, mate. Oh, it's so good. And the voice acting in it is incredible. Like the characterization, first of all, of the people that work on the oil rig with this guy. There's a kind of subplot where you're kind of going along with this guy, and he's got himself into financial trouble, bit of a problem for him. And so he's gone into the oil rig to try and earn money. And you learn about his relationships with the people that he bunks with and eats with and works with. And it's really good. The acting is second to none. It's Hollywood level. In fact, better than that. It's like gritty British drama level, right? And also the whole soundscape is extraordinary. The oil rig itself is it's kind of ghostly, you know? The sound effects, the detail of it, the way that it moves in a storm, and all the sort of nooks and crannies that you end up climbing into as you do a kind of almost like a Die Hard, trying to get away, in this sense, trying to get away from the baddies. And then you've got the whole kind of spooky horror element. You don't quite know whether you've opened up a void to hell or whatever is happening, but people are dying and really weird, kooky stuff is happening. It's super, super cool. Very claustrophobic, very psychological. I really recommend Still Wakes the Deep, available now on Steam and for all the major consoles. Okay, marvellous stuff. Right, folks. Excuse me, I've got to sneeze. Oh, and sniff. There we go. I'm guessing just a little bit of hay fever today. Excellent stuff. Right, so one of the things that we do on this here show each week is that we play a quiz. We call it Way of the Exploding Quiz. And the idea is that we cover retro content, sometimes a bit of new retro, a little bit like the news section on this show. And the way that it works is I ask you questions and I give you 4 possible answers. You then choose one of the answers and you put it into chat. It's like an honesty bar. It's an honesty quiz, okay? But what we don't do is if you're really confident that you definitely know the answer, don't give me a song and dance about it in the chat, because then you'll ruin it for other people because they might be unsure. And if you're convinced that you know, and you do know, for example, then you're going to ruin their opportunity to think it through and go for their answer. So pop it in. Don't say A, B, C, or D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Write the, as nearest approximation as you can, if it's not a long answer, into chat. And then we go back after 10 questions, and then we have a race to the finish to see if we've got a 10 out of 10er, which we have had, haven't we, folks? Several times. Okay, let's get the music playing. And let's get going with question number 1. Okay, here we go. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. Okay, so that's some lyrics. To which song of the following do you think those lyrics belong? Hungry Like the Wolf from Duran Duran, Kiss on My List, Hall & Oates, Every Breath You Take, The Police, or Africa? Which do you think? So just enter in chat which of those you think it might be. And we'll come back in a short while, in about 20 minutes. We'll zoom back in time over those questions and we'll find out which of you have got the right answer. And how many out of 10 that you've managed to get. I was looking for a tissue, but I don't have one, so we're just going to have to go with the odd sniff, if you don't mind. Marvellous stuff. So, we've breached the 1,000 viewer mark. Marvellous stuff. Thank you so much for that. That's really, really cool. Over 1,000 viewers, this show. You are, of course, watching Way of the Exploding Show, going out on X, simultaneously on YouTube. We're also on Twitch. And we're on Facebook and Instagram. So that's cool, isn't it? Concurrently, and I've been told over on Instagram, thank you very much for those of you that answered my call out about the quality of the stream. You said it's all fine. I can see that Psychic Janet, you're now on both, which is cool. And your Tripsy, you said that the feed is looking good, so thank you for that. Hello to Stanley What's Hair, Claire Bradbury, Travels. Hi, darling, how you doing? I've never seen you in chat before. Beckales, Rygov V1, Kristen 096, Pullis. All of you've just joined, as have so many others, but too many to mention. And I think I've said hello to most of you over on the other channels, including Scooey Cat. I should just say that, and M3. Great to see you. Okay, cool. Right, so that's question number 1. Let's do it. Question number 2. Got a visual and a question. Here we go. Just bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so who is the actor who makes a cameo appearance as himself in Space Jam? That's the sort of mixture of live action and animation from 1996. It was a huge movie, hugely popular movie, and as you know, was recently remade. But we're talking about the original from 96. Who makes a cameo appearance? Is it Bill Murray? Is it Dan Aykroyd? Does Chevy Chase make an appearance? Or perhaps Steve Martin? Which one of those 80s, 90s comedy movie legends, 70s, 80s, 90s comedy movie legends makes a very small cameo appearance on Space Jam? Remember, just the answers in chat, please. Good stuff. Welcome. If you've just arrived, you're watching Way of the Exploding Show, where we cover new retro TVs, movies, music, games, all that stuff. with a kind of 80s, 90s twist. It could be literally, it could come out yesterday, or it might even not been released yet, but it's got to have some kind of 80s, 90s connection, because that's what we appreciate on Way of the Exploding Show, isn't that right? Eco Kev, Force Ghost, Prof Giles, Skewy Cat, Aaron, Phil Hoy, iQuail, and so many more people. Damio, I Nottingham. Are you from Nottingham by any chance? Psychic Janet, thank you for your answer. Robson Ben, good to see you again. So many of you, I can't even pronounce your names. Right. Okay, so that's question number 2 done. Question number 3. Here we go. In tonight's Way of the Exploding quiz, the city is crowded. My friends are away, and I'm on my own. Do you recognise those lyrics? If so, where are they from? Cruel Summer by Bananarama. With or Without You by U2. Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. And Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. Okay, so that's question number 3. Well done. So we've got a visual for question number 4. Here we go. And we've gone with a GIF. We've not done a GIF before, so there we go. That's a bit of novelty. Who do Wayne and Garth say, "We are not worthy" to in Wayne's World, the original from 1992? Is it Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, David Bowie, or Bruce Springsteen that they are worshipping? Okay, that's question number 4 in this evening's Way of the Exploding Quiz. Good stuff. I should just tell you that this show is sponsored by Control AI Delete. This is just one example of the cool merch you can get if you go to our website. There we go. There's the website. Control as it's spelled on your keyboard. Control AI Delete.net, which is a movie that we're bringing to Kickstarter in September of this year. It's really, really exciting. The website's cool. You can buy merch there. You can also, importantly, just sign up to the newsletter. That's all we want. As many people on the newsletter as possible. Several of you signed up last week when I did a big sign-up drive on this here show. All you get is me once a week on this keyboard, typing an email and sending it to you. My goal is to get 100 people on the newsletter database in the next week or so. We're slowly approaching that number. We've got 1,082 viewers already, so that just 10% of you go to controlaidelete.net. Then we shall have, hopefully, enough people. I don't know why it's not working. We'll have enough people to make 100 people goal a goodie, all right? The movie is a comedy written by me and a very good comedian friend of mine about a bunch of retro gamers who take on an AI using 80s and 90s computers. It's really funny, it's really cool, and a lot of very cool people, including many people in chat, are going to be involved in making it if we're lucky enough to reach our goal on Kickstarter in September. Okay. What question are we on? Was it question number... We've done that. Okay, cool. Okay, question number 5 in this evening's Way of the Exploding Show. In Scream... You know I love this song. From 1996, which famous person makes a cameo appearance as a janitor called Fred? Is it Wes Craven, who is the director of the film? Is it Robert Englund? Is it Jamie Lee Curtis? Or is it Anthony Perkins? You could say that all of those people are associated with the horror genre. So which one of those horror names makes a cameo appearance in the movie Scream, which of course is a kind of postmodern comment on, the horror genre, isn't it? Great tune, love that, marvelous stuff. Okay. Question number 5. Question number 6. Here we go. How can we dance when our Earth is turning? Do you think that sounds like a lyric from Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode? Beds Are Burning by Midnight Oil? West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys? Or could it be Talking Heads, Once in a Lifetime? Let me know in chat. Good night, Aaron. Thank you, sir. Good luck with the bed night routine, the good night routine. I know what you mean by that, my friend. I remember that back in the day when mine were younger. Thank you for your fabulous comments, and thanks for joining. Dick and Dom Official apparently just joined the chat, and I am starstruck right now. I can't believe that Dick and Dom Official are on stream. I love it when a famous face pops up on my little old show here on the Intima web. If it is you guys or one of your official type people that runs your fan page, you are welcome to Way of the Exploding Show, where every Sunday at 9 p.m. we do a new retro show covering movies, music, computer games, TV from the 80s and 90s. And we love it. It's great fun. Okay, that's question number 6 done, I think, isn't it? Is that question number 6? Let me just double check. Yeah. Question number 7. What was the code name for the PlayStation? This is for you, Phil Hoy. You better get this right. During its development phase. So as you probably know, a lot of tech, a lot of gadgets have code names when they're being developed. And PlayStation had a really cool one, but what was it? Was the, keep it stum name for PlayStation around the offices of Sony in Tokyo back in the day? Was it Project Reality? Did they whisper PSX? Did they say Dolphin? Shh. Or under their breath, did they murmur Orbis? Which one of those do you think is the right name for the code name of the PlayStation project? Oh, I got away from Dick and Dom Official. That's so cool. I'm genuinely starstruck. I think that's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Love your stuff. It's so cool of you to drop in. Absolutely awesome. Have a look, guys and girls, at Control AI Delete, which is the sponsor of this here Sunday night show. It's a movie that I've written with a friend of mine. Move that out of the way, it looks a bit better. A feature film, a feature-length comedy, which we're going to Kickstarter with in September. Okay, cool. So that's question number 7. Loving your answers. Everyone's copying Phil Hoy, saying, don't copy me. I might be wrong. The reason I'm referencing Phil Hoy when it comes to this question is because Phil Hoy does a really cool podcast called In PS We Trust. It is called that, isn't it? Because I often say In PlayStation We Trust. Let me know. I think it's called In PS We Trust, and it's really cool. And if you're into PlayStation, which I am for sure, it's definitely top of the list. Okay, so that was question number 7. Question number 8 is up next. Let's get some new tunes. There we go. Okay, question number 8. Here we go. What does the development code name Xenon refer to? Right, so there's a code name Xenon. Which of these pieces of hardware were called Xenon secretly? PlayStation 2, SNES or SNES, or Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Xbox 360, or SodaStream. Which one of these classic pieces of hardware had codename Xenon during its development phase? Okay, cool. That's question number 8 in tonight's Way of the Exploding quiz. It's going quickly, isn't it? Our penultimate question tonight looks like this. 2 words, 1 song, Shying Away. Take On Me from Aha, Don't You Want Me by The Human League, Sweet Dreams, The Eurythmics, or Africa by Toto. Dr. Orwooly has just joined. Ben J, 75. Surfboards UK Limited. Hey, Surfboards UK Limited. I did my first surfboard competition this weekend. This is actually the t-shirt from the comp. No joke. I got given a t-shirt. Look. How cool is that? It's not even like one of those t-shirts that you get on the high street where they've kind of made up a competition, you know. This is a real competition that I was actually in, which is very, very cool. I was rubbish, but I really enjoyed it. And there was a great kind of parents and groms challenge at the end, which was hilarious, where it was me and my youngest 14-year-old, he's my 14-year-old, on one board. And we were doing really, really well. He was standing up. I tried to do a headstand behind him as a bit of a crowd pleaser. But then there was this really cool dad opposite us with his daughter, and he lifted her up and put her on his shoulders. So I think that's what did it. I think they won. But yeah, good to see you in chat, Surfboards UK Limited on Instagram. Hello to Cream Teas as well, Smart MS, Matt Dolding, all of you that just joined, Tam CG, McConnell Jordan 93. Hey, back at you, Kimberly X. Yep. Fruity Cakes. Fruity Cakes has got Too Shy to Shy stuck in their head. You'd have been all right last week. We had a Lamal question, didn't we? What was the question last week about Lamal? What was the movie? What was the movie, guys, that the question pertained to last week, where the answer was Lamal? Lamal did the vocals for a movie. God damn it! You think I'd know? I wrote the question. Lamal movie theme. Never-ending story. That's it. Thank you. Thanks, Skewy Cat. You beat Google. Well done. Okay, that's question number 9. You are watching Way of the Exploding Show. And this is Way of the Exploding Quiz, which we do for the latter part of the show. Normally the last half an hour. It's great stuff. And you're joining us. Well, you're joining us for the last question. This is it, folks. Alien race, part flesh, part flesh and bone, part machine. First seen in 1997's Quake 2. I think they're also in Quake 4, actually. What are they called? These are the kind of alien race bad guys. Part flesh and blood and bone and part machine. Are they called the Covenant? Are they called the Flood, the Combine, or Strogg? Which of those 4 names pertains to that rather scary looking character that I just know you've seen in Quake 2 because you quiver in your boots, even at the rudimentary graphical level that you played Quake 2 and the early ID Software creations like Doom and so on. They're still terrifying, absolutely terrifying, full of atmosphere in those tunnels. Remember, don't just trust people in chat. If you see people in chat going down a particular route, make sure you go down your own route. Don't get swayed by other people's decisions. Hi, Joshua Millward. Glanville Luke. Latchkey. James, how you doing, man? JSC, good to see you. Subit Boy, N Watson, 2122, Hellstorm Imp. That's all over on Instagram. And then we've got Rob H, Prof Giles, Philip Hoy, Dr. Oculus VR, Rob, Prof Giles, Force Ghost, Skewy Cat. You're all still over there on Twitch, X, YouTube. Right, okay, so there we go. That is the final question. So we need to go up tempo with the music. Let's have a try. No, let's try it. There we go. Let's go back to question number 1. Here we go. What I want you to do is when you know whether you got it right or not, use the following system. If I'm telling you about the answer to question number 3 and you got the first 2 right, then write 2/3. You get it? And that way we can have a little bit of a kind of countdown to whoever may or may not be the winner. Good luck. Okay. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. Well, that lyric is absolutely huge, isn't it? It's iconic in the true sense of the phrase. It is, of course, Africa by Toto. I want to see a 1/1 if you got that right. A 0/1 if you got it wrong. Well done, Skewy Cat. Iquay feeling confident this week. Philip Hoy, are you feeling confident? How about you, M3 or Prof. Giles? Force Ghost, 1 out of 1. Iquail, 1 out of 1. Prof. Giles, looking good so far. Phil Hoy, come on, man. 0 out of 1. Thanks for your honesty. Oh, how are we doing over on Instaland? Are we there? Are we joined up yet? I think you're just doing the final question. We'll have a look in a minute. Okay, we're going to move on to question number 2. Okay, that is the answer right there. Can you see who it is? Let me show the question. Who makes a cameo appearance in Spaceballs? It is, of course, it's Bill Murray. It's not particularly high resolution GIF that, but it's Bill Murray who makes a cameo appearance in Spaceballs. Love it. 2 out of 2 for Dr. Oculus. So you knew that one. So did Skewy Cat and Iquel. Force Ghost 2. Got it right. Marvellous stuff. Love that. Philip Hoy joins the scorers with 1 out of 2. Prof. Giles, 2 out of 2. 1 out of 2 for M3. Janet off to a really good start. Joined late, says Hellstorm Imp. That's fine as long as you're here. I love it. Spaceballs, says Philip Hoy. I know how you feel, bro. Okay, question number 2 is done. It's done. Question number 3. The city is crowded, my friends are away, and I'm on my own. How about if I sang it like this? The city is crowded, my friends are away, and I'm on my own. I am, of course, murdering Cruel Summer by Bananarama, ladies and gentlemen. That is the correct answer. 3 out of 3 for Skewy Cat, Force Ghost Jeremy, Dr. Oculus. Who else is coming at me? Iquail. God, you guys are doing really well this evening. We could well have a couple of 10 out of 10ers, as indeed does Prof. Giles. Phil Hoy. Oh, you didn't get that one. 1 out of 3 so far for Phil Hoy. Okay, we're going to move on to question number 4. Who do Wayne and Garth say we are not worthy to in Wayne's World? Which of these legends are they bowing down to? Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, David Bowie, Bruce Springsteen. And of course they do it to several artists, but they only do it to one of the artists on that list in this movie. And that is Alice Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. Alice Cooper, people. Oh, that's interesting. That's really, really interesting. So apparently, Steve Martin is also in Space Jam, but he's playing a character. I didn't know that. That's really cool. I'm glad I was so specific with the question. that right? Okay, cool. Question number 4 is done. Question number 5. I can now reveal it, folks. That's the image that I'm referring to in this question. In Scream 1996, which famous person makes a cameo appearance as a janitor called Fred? Is it Robert Englund, Jamie Lee Curtis, Anthony Perkins? Some of you went for Robert Englund, but of course, that was me tricking you. It's the director himself, Wes Craven, channeling Robert Englund's character from Nightmare on Elm Street, which he also directed. Some interesting intertextuality, to use film theory, going on there. And it's caught some of you out, including Skewy Cat, I think, and I Quail. 2 out of 5 for Phil, 4 out of 5 for I Quail, 4 out of 5 for Skewy, 4 out of 5 for Dr. Oculus, 5 out of 5 for Professor Giles. Dude, that's incredible. 2 out of 5 for Rob H. Psychic Janet doing rather well this evening. Well done. Are you still hanging in there, Hellstorm? Let me know your score so far. Okay, there we go. Question number 6. How can we dance when our Earth is turning? I mean, many of you got this. I should maybe have made this a little more difficult, but there we go. It's not Enjoy the Silence. West End Girls Are Once in a Lifetime. It is, of course, Beds Are Burning by Midnight Oil. Well done, team. How can we dance when our Earth is turning? How can we sleep when our beds are burning? Anyway, there we go. A little tweak from my voice. 6 out of 6 for Force Ghost Jeremy. 5 out of 6 for Dr. Oculus VR. Prof Giles, still 100%. That's incredible. Skewy Cat, 5 out of 6. Philip Hoy, 2 out of 6. Okay, let's do that. Right, question number 6. We now move, folks, to question number 7. What was the code name for the original PlayStation when it was in development? Project Reality, PSX, Dolphin, or Orbis? Phil Hoy, my money's on you, bro. The actual answer I was looking for is PSX. It stood for PlayStation Experimental. And it actually became the moniker of the first generation PlayStation for a time. Spelled either PS-X as it is there, or PSX. And it's often been called that since. But it does come from the hushed corridors of Sony's Tokyo HQ during the development of that world-altering, hugely successful first Sony gaming console. Phil Hoy, got it! Yes, well done, sir. 5 out of 7 for M3, 5 out of 7. And it is in PS We Trust, by the way, Phil Hoy's podcast. That's what it's called. You might want to change it now to PSX We Trust, my friend. 6 out of 7 for I Quail, looking good. 7 out of 7 for Force Ghost Marty. Wow. Spinning over to see my friends. Hellstorm Imp. I'm a little bit delayed, but 2 out of 7. Not doing bad considering that you joined late. Hi, it's DNC. Nice to see you. Mir. Nice to see you too. Sisto 2707. Cheesy Feet. At least you're honest. Welcome. Loving the Prone Life. And lots of other people. And Psychic Janet still there. Still hanging in there. Okay. That's question number 7. We go to question number 8. I'm so sorry. Question number 9. 2 words from one song. You knew this. Shying Away was, of course, the slightly strange phrasing from Aha in Take On Me. That's the answer. And I know that lots of you got it because I saw it coming up. Well done. Well done. Question number 8 means that Force Ghost Jeremy is 100%. We could be on a full house of Force Ghost Marty, stroke Force Ghost Jeremy. I say that because they've been called Force Ghost Jeremy for as long as I've been streaming since lockdown. It's only on this new show that we've got Force Ghost Marty. 6 out of 8 for for Dr. Oculus. That's very, very, very good. 8 out of 8 for Prof Giles. Wow. 2 out of 8 for Rob this week. M3, 6 out of 8. And there are more. But let's get it done. Let's get on and find out what the final answer is. They're an alien race, part flesh and bone, part machine. First seen in 1997's Quake 2. They've been seen in various multiplayer modes in Quake 4 since. They are, of course, Strogg. Strogg. And they're pretty terrifying, as indeed is the intellect of anyone that can get 10 out of 10 on this here quiz. That is an amazing achievement. Not easy to do. Did we miss the Xbox? Did we? Was that question 7 by any chance? Did I miss that out? I'm such a doofus. Just bear with me, folks. It's no problem. Did we? I'm so confused. I am so confused. Right, just bear with me. Okay, 1 second. Okay, yes, I do apologise. Sorry. We missed out question number 8. I got a little confused. It's not a problem, though. It will not affect anything. Here we go. What does the development code name Xenon refer to? Was that the secret code name for PlayStation 2? Misspelt. SNES, Xbox 360 or SodaStream? I wish it was SodaStream. I wish SodaStream was so important that it had a code name, but it wasn't. The Xbox 360 was, though. Xenon, they called it. They love their code names over at Microsoft. They've got code names for everything, as I discovered today. Code names for every operating system and update to operating systems, all the hardware, absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. I remember when the Kinect, do you remember that gaming peripheral? It was like a sort of infrared camera that used to be able to do movements in front of for the Xbox. I want code name. Natal, I've remembered it. It was called Natal. That was the code name for that. And I remember because I was briefed on this secret new device and flown over to Los Angeles to test it out. And all the communication went under the name Project Natal. It was Kinect. Anyway, there we go. Well done. We've got only 10 out of 10s. We've got 3 out of 10 for Rob H. 10 out of 10 for Force Ghost Marty, who guessed Bill Murray. Well, he did well. Skewy Cat, 9 out of 10. Very good. M3 for 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for iQuail. 6 out of 10 for Phil Hoy. 8 out of 10 for Dr. Oculus VR. So do we only have one 10 out of 10? Oh, Prof. Giles Strogg. Question 10 got you. I'm so sorry, dude. Huge shout out then to our single 10 out of 10 achiever this week, which is Force Ghost Marty. Absolutely mega huge stuff. Yep, that's it. We'll just pop over to Instagram. Hopefully you'll have caught up by now, giving you enough time to catch up. Well done. Hellstorm Imp. You did well, dude. Well done. Make sure that you're here on time next week because we start at 9 p.m. Hello to Sand Bandit, who is the man behind the aforementioned surf tournament and this amazing T-shirt, which is just gorgeous. Thank you for an amazing event yesterday, my friend. And welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. It's great to have you with us. What question we got up there? Let's get that down. There we go. Yep, we run this show every Sunday at 9 p.m. And it's been amazing having you with us this week. All I would ask is that you check out our show sponsor, ControlAIDelete.net. That's CTRLAIDelete.net. Have a look at the website. We've got no budget to speak of yet. We're going to have to Kickstarter to get the thing started. We need all the help we can get. And one of the easy ways that you can help is go along to the website, which will tell you all about the movie. It's a feature-length British comedy film set in Skegness. Some of it's already been filmed, small amounts, in Newquay, where I live. So lots of local people, local community, local talent making it happen. No one's earning a profit from this thing, unless we're really lucky. It'll only get made with your help. And the way that you can start that is by going along to the website and adding in your name, your email address, for the newsletter. And then I write it, sat at this keyboard. I write the newsletter each week and it goes out. And it just means that I can keep you informed, okay? That'd be amazing. We've got over 1,200 viewers right now. And if just 10% of you sign up to the newsletter tonight, I would have smashed my goal of getting 100 people on the newsletter database. That would be amazing. No spam, no nothing. It's not being sold. You're not getting push stuff. I just like to tell you all about the show. Anyway, that is it, folks. We finished the show. Huge shout out to Force Ghost Marty, our 10 out of 10 winner in tonight's Rad Quiz. Hope you enjoyed all of our cool stuff. In the news, look out for Twisters happening on the 19th of July. It's going to be great. And that brilliant game that I mentioned earlier on, Still Wakes the Deep, which is now available cross-platform. A real spooky horror game. That's it from me. I will be here, same place, same time. Hit us up, Dr. Oculus VR, if you would, my friend, with the name of the Discord. Pop that into chat across the various platforms. I'll be back on YouTube. I'll be back on Twitch, X, Instagram, and Facebook for more Way of the Exploding Show shenanigans next Sunday. I'm not going to sort out these buttons at some point. At 9 p.m. I'll see you then. Have a great Sunday night, what's left of it, and a great week.